Greetings. My name is Chukwudi Wamba. This is a message to all of our wonderful citizens here in the United States of America and everywhere on this planet. Thank you, number one, for tuning in as we're reporting live here in Miami Beach, Florida. Today is a beautiful day and you chose this moment to tune in, and for that, thank you very much. Have a great day today. We look forward to more sharing between you and myself. Stay tuned for more. Once again, my name is Chukwudi Wamba. Today, I'll be sharing with you ways to become an active citizen in your city, whether you're participating at the local level, the state level, or the national level. Here is a guide. We'll be walking through and explaining exactly how to be an active citizen. My name is Chukwudi Wamba. First of all, being an active citizen means participating in your community's civic and social life. You can engage locally by voting in municipal elections, attending city commission meetings, volunteering at your local botanical garden if your city has one, or joining neighborhood associations to advocate for local improvements. Here are the most impactful ways to make a difference at the local level. Number one, local civic participation and advocacy. Vote locally. Participate in municipal and county elections. Check your registration status and find your precinct using your county elections department. Attend local meetings. Observe or speak at city commission meetings. You can view schedules, agendas, and streaming options via the city government portal in your city. Serve on a board. Apply to become a member of a local advisory board, such as the planning board or sustainability committee. Find openings on your city boards and committees page. Number two, community volunteering in action. Environmental action. Help protect local environments, green spaces, beaches by volunteering for cleanups with security. Give your time. Donate time or resources to local food banks and community centers. Mutual aid and community organizations. Join or support local neighborhood associations to voice concerns regarding development, traffic, and quality of life. Number three, stay informed and educated. Research candidates. Use nonpartisan tools like vote411.org to view personalized sample ballots and research candidate positions before elections. Follow local media. Stay updated on regional policies, community news by reading outlets in your local news. And number four, finally, direct action. Contact representatives. Call or email your local elected officials to express your stance on specific policies. You can look up your local, state, and federal representatives using USA.org. Campaign volunteering. If there is a candidate or cause you support, directly assist with phone banking, door-to-door canvassing, or digital advocacy. Now, moving on to the state level. If you're interested in actively engaging at the state level, this means targeting policy, funding, and statewide regulations. Here are the most effective ways to make an impact. Testify in committee. State legislative committees hold public hearings on proposed bills. You can register to speak in person or virtually to provide public testimony on issues you care about. Track and comment on state legislation. Monitor active bills and find your state senator or representative using ballot PDF. Most state legislature websites allow you to set up bill tracking alerts and submit formal comments on pending legislation. Engage with state agencies. State agencies such as those for environmental protection, education, or health draft specific rules and regulations that enforce state laws. You can participate in the public comment periods for these rulemaking processes. Join state advocacy coalitions. Amplify your voice by aligning with state-level chapters of national advocacy groups, labor unions, or local nonprofits. Many organizations have annual lobby days where constituents meet directly with lawmakers. Apply for state boards and commissions. Governors and state legislative leaders appoint citizens to various regulatory boards, advisory panels, and commissions. Professional licensing boards, conservation councils to shape policy directly. Utilize direct democracy. If your state allows it, such as in Florida, for example, you can help organize or sign ballot initiatives and referendums to put proposed laws or constitutional amendments directly to the voters. Active national citizenship involves participating in the democratic process and advocating for policy changes. Key avenues include voting in federal elections, voting in and all federal elections, contacting your congressional representatives to voice your stance on specific bills, donating to or volunteering for political campaigns, and participating in grassroots advocacy through nonpartisan organizations. Here are the most effective ways to make an impact. Exercise your right to vote. Make your voice heard in every primary, midterm, and general election. Use the 411 voter guide to check your registration status, find your polling place, and review nonpartisan candidate information. Contact your lawmakers. Call, email, or write letters to your U.S. senators and representatives to express your views on pending legislation. You can look up your specific federal representatives and their contact information using congress.gov member directory. Support advocacy groups. Amplify your influence by joining or donating to established nonprofits and civic organizations that lobby for national issues you care about, whether that's environmental protection, civil liberties, or healthcare. Volunteer for campaigns. Dedicate time to a federal candidate or party whose platform aligns with your values. You can assist with national voter registration drives, phone banking, or grassroots organizing. Stay informed. Regularly track federal legislation, policy debates, and roll call votes. You can read current bill texts, committee hearings, and legislative updates directly on the official congress.gov website. Thank you so much for listening to this message, this explanation informing you, the people of America, and anyone else interested on this planet in being a part of this amazing country on how to be an active citizen. My name is Chukwudi Wamba. Stay tuned for more. Hi, this is Chukwudi Wamba here once again, just rehashing a few tips on the importance of being civically engaged, being an active citizen locally, statewide, and on a national level. We live in it is important to understand what is happening in your country, especially when we are welcoming new citizens every single day. So that is why we're explaining, number one of the ways to get involved is at the local level, locally in your city. In your city, there's very straightforward ways you can get involved. Being an active citizen means participating in your local community's civic and social life. There's a civic and social life in your community. You can engage locally by voting in municipal elections, attending city commission meetings, and volunteering in a local botanical garden that may be in your city, or even joining neighborhood associations to advocate for local improvements. You can do that through a local association. The most impactful way is to make a difference, because here in America, we value when you make a difference. Number one, local civic participation and advocacy. Civic participation and advocacy. Listen, when you vote locally, you participate in municipal and county elections. Check your registration status and find your precinct using your county elections department. Attend local elections. Observe or speak at city commission meetings. These are available for you to observe or speak at. You can view the schedules, view the agendas, and even streaming options via the city government portals. Now, also, you can serve on a board. You can apply to become a member of a local advisory board, such as a planning board or sustainability committee. You can find openings on your city boards and committees page on their website. Number two, this is big, community volunteering in action. Environmental action, help protect local green spaces, local beaches, by volunteering for cleanups with organizations. For example, in Miami, we have the Surfrider Foundation, and then we also have volunteercleanup.org. Food security. Give or donate your time or resources to local food banks and community centers. For example, in South Florida, we have the Jewish Community Services of South Florida, or Feeding South Florida. Mutual aid and community organizations. Join or support local neighborhood associations to voice concerns regarding development, traffic, and quality of life in your city, in South Beach, in any city that you're in. Staying informed and educated. Research candidates. Informed and educated. Always, very important. Research your candidates. Use nonpartisan tools like vote411.org to view personalized sample ballots and research candidate positions before elections. Follow local media. Stay updated on regional policies and community news by reading outlets. For example, in Miami, we have the Miami Herald or the Miami New Times. Last but not least, for direct action. You can do this contacting your representatives. Call or email your local elected officials to express your stance on specific policies. You can look up your local, state, or federal representatives using USA.org. USA.gov for local, state, and federal representatives. Campaign volunteering. If there is a candidate or cause you support, directly assist with phone banking, door-to-door canvassing, or digital advocacy. The key here is to maintain direct action at all times. Contact your representative. That's the number one way. I know we said that's number 4. However, that's number 1. because guess what? When you establish that direct contact at the local, state, federal level, that means your voice is being heard directly by your representative. And that is all accessible with USA.gov. So let's rehash this. Local civic participation and advocacy. Community volunteering and action. Staying informed and educated, and direct action. These are the ways you can be actively engaged at the local level, understanding what's going on in your city, what's happening, and how you have the power to actually shape policy going on in your city, improving development, improving traffic, and improving the quality of life. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Chukudi Wamba. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at any time. Have a great day. For a brighter tomorrow. Hi, my name is Chukudi Wamba. We're here once again sharing some information on ways to be actively engaged as a citizen at the national level. There are a few differences between the local level, the state level, and the national level, which is why in this moment, in this message, we'll be going over the specific ways you can be actively engaged at the national level. With that being said, here we go. Active national citizenship involves participating in the democratic process and advocating for policy changes. Key avenues include voting in all federal elections, contacting your congressional representatives to voice your stance on specific bills, donating to or volunteering for campaigns, and participating in grassroots advocacy through nonpartisan organizations. Here are the most effective ways to make an impact. Exercise your right to vote. Make your voice heard in every primary, every midterm, and every general election. We use the 411 Vote 411 voter guide to check your registration status, find your polling place, and review nonpartisan candidate information. Contact your lawmakers. Call, email, or write letters to your U.S. senators and representatives to express your views on pending legislation. You can look up your specific federal representatives and their contact information using the Congress.gov member directory. Support advocacy groups. Amplify your influence by joining or donating to established nonprofits and civic organizations that lobby for issues you care about. Environmental protection, civil liberties, or healthcare, for example. Volunteer for campaigns. Dedicate time to federal candidate party whose platform aligns with your values. You can assist with national voter registration drives, phone making, or grassroots organizing. Stay informed, finally. Regularly track federal legislation. Know what's happening. With policy debates and roll call votes. You can read current bill texts, committee hearings, and legislative updates directly on the official Congress.gov website. Congress.gov is your source for all this information. Thank you so much for listening today. My name is Chukudi Wamba. Today, once again, thank you for listening to make today better or brighter tomorrow. We're more prosperous, we're freer, we're living life to the fullest, you're attaining the property that you work hard for, and you're living your happiest and most blessed life. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless America.